everybody, and welcome back to Yukikaze Gaming. Today we're going to be playing some more Umamusume. Trying to grind out for the new event that just came out. And I'll also catch you up a little bit on a few things that happened in the last day or so while I wasn't able to stream. After that, we will move on to... I'm not sure what yet. We'll see. First we'll be doing a little bit of the, housekeeping, because I haven't done any of my, sort of Umamusume chores yet for today. Now, I've started buying the alarm clocks, even though I have a whole bunch of them, because I understand there's an upcoming change where, in the coming scenario, you'll be able to use the alarm clocks on any race, and winning races is super, super important in that scenario. So I'm expecting to use a lot more alarm clocks than usual. Wow, I actually got second on one of those. I wasn't even sure if it was possible for her to lose. Wait, before I do that, is this still here? No, it's not. Okay, unfortunate. Well, good thing I did it when I had the chance.
一致団結していこう。展開行こう。次がある。負けちゃった。負けない。いいレースだったわ。私たちの勝利ね。まず達成。確認を忘れずにな。このメレンゲの分離イベントミッションはこちらです。多岐にわたるため緻密なプランニングを推奨します。メレンゲの分離を確認。一丁やりますか。
Wow, I'm gonna go to pity on this first spin, apparently. I mean, that happens to be more often than not, so...
Sate, 現在おはようございます。昨夜今日はさ、フラワーちゃんにおはようございます。残り50秒。
Alright, got our first card. So, one thing that happened here is I did get platinum in the Capricorn Cup, CM9, which means I got first place in the final round, and got all the maximum rewards, like 2,500 carats and all that good stuff. So, that went quite well, especially since I didn't put nearly as much planning and prep into it as I did the previous cup. But then again, it felt like we really had a very, very short time to prep for this one. And it was apparently very gambly, just in general. The fact that I was getting more than 33% win rate was, like, great on its own. The other thing that happened is they added the new Valentine's banners here, and I did do, as you can see, 40 pulls here. On the 30, well, the first 30 of them were pink tickets for free pulls, and then I did one 10 pull, and the third pull in that one got me the Valentine's bourbon. So I'm technically kind of done with this banner already, but I will keep doing these 50 paid pulls, purely because they're very efficient, and I wouldn't mind another copy of Valentine's Bourbon to help me, like, actually get her to 5-star eventually. Right now, I actually got her to 4-star just by brute forcing it with the sheer number of goddess statues I had available. I was paying, like, 5 goddess statues per star by the end there, but I did it. For those who don't know, Valentine's Bourbon is like the top meta Uma. And kind of completes the set I have with Christmas Ogre and Summer Marzensky to create what is referred to apparently as the Three Musketeers. Not only very, very strong in the CMs, but also in another upcoming thing that hasn't come out yet.
星の装飾いいだろ見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ
Anything else I need to do before I start doing career modes? I don't remember.
競ってみたいなさぞ早いんだろう
So, I think this is it.
飛び立つ準備できてます行きますよエルコンドルパサーここに入場ですさあメニューはどうしますか
Now, I haven't done a ton of research into the next CM yet. I know it comes out right around the time as the new career mode. I think it's been determined that it's actually going to hit, like, right before the new career mode launches, which would mean that, contrary to expectations, we might actually have to do this career to prep for that one. Have to double check on that before I really start building stuff. But the next one is going to be a dirt course, which means it'll also be a mile. And I'm guessing I'll probably have to end up running El Condor Pasa, Ogre, and Haru? Because I think those are my only dirt Umas. I'll have to check, though. I should also check, the Marzensky I just got. It's possible she's dirt compatible. I don't remember. I don't think so, though.
注目の一番目。もっともっと速くなってみせます。
Wow, fifth and make debut? What the heck happened? I mean, my stats are so much better than theirs, and they don't have any skills. How is that possible? I've got like double or triple their stats and everything. Whatever. No skills. Ridiculous. How is this possible? 38 weight? Did my Uma just, like, run the wrong direction? Like, what happened? There, that was super dumb. And weird, random failures like that are exactly why you're allowed to use alarm clocks in every race in the upcoming scenario. Just like total statistical aberration. Did it not load my agenda when I tried to load it? Apparently it didn't.
負けられない。
はいよ、優勝快勝エール圧勝。もっともっと走りたいのにエルの足がもう。
Total misclick.
白スローですみんなすごかったね。私たちの勝利ですよ。私が張り切っていこう。エルのやる気はフルチャ。練習いよいよレース本番。
Yuki! Hi, Para! Welcome!
注目の一番人気、
世界最強はそうエルコンドル。
Hello, how are you? Recovering from a very minor injury, but otherwise okay. Got the day off for it at least. Which means surprise early snip stream.
もっともっと走りたいのにエルの足がもう動かないで。走りにキレがないような。エルのハートは太陽のように燃えているというのに。飛び立つ準備。
Injury. What happened?
賢くなります。
Oh, nothing serious.
私が世
Just
界最強になる
tweaked
ため
something.
のウルティモトレ。賢くなります。
Basically pinched a nerve.
力が溢れ出しそうです。 上々。 エ
注目の1番人気14番
はい優勝大賞 L 圧勝。いよいよレース本番です。エルメラメラに燃えてきました。
ここは負けられない1番
はい優勝大賞 L 圧勝。
Pop some bubbles just in time before the Unity Cup here. Odds of victory still not that great. Kind of a lackluster summer camp.
コンドルパーサー入場です
注目の一番人、
世界最強はそうエルコンドルパーサー
Oh, I should not have clicked that. But at least it worked out.
もっともっと走りたいのに
Oh, I really should not have clicked that.
私が一緒に頑張ろうエルのやる一緒に頑張ろうさあさあさあ数やる時間をあげるわコントルパーサシローですベットリーナイス勝ちだね上々一緒に頑張ろう飛び立つ準備できてます張り切っていこうさあさあ
I wonder if Valentine's Bourbon gets a special Valentine's event in her run. Guess we'll find out pretty soon. I'm planning on running her next.
いきますよ飛び立つ準備合体技の練習だ
extra 3 speed, just as a treat.
力が溢れ出しそうです。もっと走りにキレがないような。飛び立つ準備。
Wow, that is a really, really good training.
張り切っていこう。もっと
注目の一番。
はいよ、優勝大賞エル圧勝。もっともっと走りたいの。
Super late in the run for me to finally be getting practice perfect.
少し休んで次に備えましょう。
注目の一番。
はいよ、優勝大賞エル圧勝。 エルコンドルパーサー。
ここは負けられない。
はいよ、優勝大賞エル圧勝。 いよいよレース。 出走です。いいです。当然の結果です。 厳しくはい張り切っていこう。どうして。
Oh, failure.
もっともっと潮風を感じて上々。 張り切っていこう。エルのやる。一緒に頑張ろう。
Oh no, slow metabolism.
最強になるためのウルティモトレーニングを始めましょう。トレーナーさん、メニューの指示をください。
Alright, Kirby.
こは負けられない。
世界最強はそうエルコンドルパサー。
I'm the greatest in the world. El Condor Pasa is basically what she just said.
トレーナーさん、エルのやる気は
注目の一番。
はいと優勝快勝エル圧勝。 上々合体技の練習だ。
Wow, I actually got the gold one.
エルコンドルパ
And I picked up Slacker because why not?
ース。世界最強の走りをお見せしましょう。
注目の一番人気。
はいと優勝快勝エル圧勝。
What a strange run.
トレーナーさん、メニューの指示をください。上々良好絶好調。トレーナーさん最高。 エルコン
注目の一番人気。
I think I just have to ignore Slacker at this stage and hope that it doesn't proc on me.
私一押しの馬娘ですね。
はいと優勝快勝エル圧勝。
Because I only have 3 turns to train on left. And one of them is going to be a recreation.
いよいよレース。 出走です。 私たちの勝利ですよ。 トレーナーさん、メニューの指示をく。私が世界最強。 エルコンドルパス。
ここは負けられない。
はいと優勝快勝エル圧勝。 飛び立つ準備できてます。 さあ、達也に時間をあげる
I'm
わ。
not sure if it's mathematically possible for me to get there on power, but I'm gonna try.
注目の一番人気。
はいと優勝快勝エル圧勝。
This is a parent run, by the way. I'm just trying to get to 1100 power to maximize my chances at getting a 3-star power spark. Well, that's not helping.
いよいよレース本番です。エルメラメラに燃えてきました。トレーナーさん行きましょう。
勝ちは十分に。
はいよ優勝快勝エル圧勝。
For a second, I misread and thought it said I earned 5,000 carrots.
Tamaの家は達成。確認を忘れずにな。
トレセン学園へのイベントミッションはこちらです。多岐にわたるため緻 緻密なプランニングを推奨します。最高の友チョコ贈呈完了。ミッションコンプリート。
一丁やりマジ一丁やりまく一丁やりますか
結果は残念でしたが、両親には貴重な経験ができたと報告したいです。次こそですね。
この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでフリークが悩んでいてね。何かこの季節は
達成。確認を忘れずにな。あら、トレーニングする？
But yeah, I also fully upgraded her potential level, making her immediately one of my top Umas. Alright, she is not in fact a dirt redder by any means. I remember one of the other streamers saying that one of her weaknesses was that she couldn't get early lead easily because it comes on the cards that are her cards mostly. But I think they were referring to the gold version of this skill, as she does have the base version baked into her. That's kind of a Valentine's pun, my bad. Wow, I haven't even fully upgraded Marzenski yet, but I guess I haven't used her for a mile race. Hypothetically, she could run dirt with enough sparks, I suppose. I'll wait to get a better understanding of the course before I start trying to craft people for the upcoming CM.
キャンドルは
エアグルーヴだ。何か用か？ミホナブルボンです。甘味が必要。ミホナブルボンです。甘味が必要であればお申し付けを。
Hi.
Hi, Dapper Weasel! Welcome!
Hope you're doing okay.
I kind of, pinched a nerve, so I stayed home today. But other than that, I'm doing alright. Just recovering. Do not remember who I was borrowing. Good enough for just this random test run, I suppose.
「皆さんへの親愛があればこそ手は抜けません」
Oh, I forgot to adjust her cards.
お疲れ様です。問題を開始します。ひらめきが。
Hello.
Hi, hi! Welcome! Nice to meet you!
I had a moment of weakness. I had saved up some carrots and was going to do the responsible thing of spending them on support cards. But then Smart Falcon released and I spent them all on trying to pull her. Worst part is, no Smart Falcon either.
Oh, yeah, they say you should never, pull for an Uma if you can't spark it.
That game's so quick.
Yeah, I'm playing it on, like, the fastest available mode.
集中モー
WHYY.
Because I'm just doing like repeated
ド
grinding,
時間後のステータス
so the faster I can get through it, the better.
And
集中モー
Well, I suppose you could say that since I have won the last 2 CMs in a row. I got platinum in both of them.
ステータス
do you watch the Aminas?
I haven't finished either of the anime,
well.
but I have watched them both about halfway through. Still working my way
装
through
飾具の
those.
心配は不要です
I think it would be cool to see the movie when it's in theaters here, though. I have to check when that is. This one's kind of a tough decision. I'm not really... I've already triggered Rico, so I don't really need to pick that one. Would probably do this except I'm at full energy. So I think I go with this one because I have a speed support here to level up.
いきますひらめきは開始します ステータス集中モード 全機能
This is nice for efficiency, but I do want to get the friendship on both of my speed cards at the same time and also start to get Rico fully online.
実行します
And on top of that, power is the main stat I'm going for since this is actually a parent run. Even though it's my first time running
トライアル
Mihono Bourbon.
いきます
What is the best mechanism of this game?
Best mechanism? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, my favorite game mechanic?
勝利
Or...
確率
Like game feature. Yeah.
Well... I mean, for me, I kind of enjoy the fact that it's like a, visual novel style, princess maker sort of game, which is definitely one of the genres that I enjoy. But I think a lot of people would say the best feature is the hot springs that you can randomly trigger.
一着達成いたしました
What are the hot springs about?
So there is a portion in the career mode, where you do
Have
like
you
a...
triggered any?
Yes, I've triggered a bunch of them. You do a random lottery drawing, the way that they do at like shopping arcades in Japan. And you can get anything from a pack of tissues to carrots to a Hot Springs trip voucher. The Hot Springs trip voucher is only like maybe a 5% chance or something like that. But if you get it and you complete the career run, Then at the end of the run, you get to go to the hot springs with your Uma, and you get a cutscene. And you get a special, Steamy Memories, title for that Uma as well. It was maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that, they started an event where they increased the rate on the hot springs temporarily, too. Also, in addition to getting that cutscene, you get the maximum amount of, like, stat bonuses and stuff that you can get from that event.
Collectibles.
Something like that. I'm not sure if you can replay the hot springs clips or not. You might be able to.
いかなる困難も乗り越えられると判断します。ステータス向上には装飾具集中モード
Oh, this is any early Yuki stream. But anyway, that's not your main thing you enjoy about this game.
Yeah, it's not the main thing I'm in it for. In fact, I usually have it on fast mode and it just skips through. Personally, I kind of play the game more for the, challenge in PvP. I get a little bit competitive in these kind of games.
お菓子 行きます
A lot of my skills lie in efficiency and optimization. Oh, we got the acupuncturist? I didn't even know if that was possible in this career mode. She just came out recently as a support card, and she is the most awful scam. You actively do not want to own her, because if you get her even as a, like, random, outside of your deck support event, it can be actively detrimental to your runs.
拒否します
So when should you use this card?
Well, you don't want to use that card, actually. You in fact, if you accidentally get that card, you want to destroy it to make sure that her, card events can never show up in your runs. Now, this is interesting, though. I'm not sure what I want to do here. There's really only one
That's
safe
kind of
option.
insane.
I think...
Will you go at some PvP after grinding?
Well, the, most recent PvP event just ended, and the, like, major PvP events are hypothetically monthly, but they've been coming at an accelerated rate. So there's not one really open at the moment, other than Team Trials. But Team Trials is just kind of an ongoing thing. And I've kind of burned all the TP that you have to run that already for today. Let's see here. A major part of PvP, though, is just, like, prepping in the meta. So what I'm doing right now is ultimately PvP related, because I'm building parents to, inherit skills and abilities from for my future PvP, aces to inherit from in their careers. It's like 99% prep work and 1% actually playing against other players. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and decline.
Well, so much work.
ステータス向上に
Yeah?
トライ
It's a game that's all about showing off how much you put into raising these girls.
ひらめきは
Intriguing. I think I go with this option
集中
though.
モード皆さんへの
You are not shy from working so much ahead of the battle time.
Indeed. And on an even greater meta level, grinding all the resources to be able to get the support cards you need and the Umas that you need to be competitive as well. Which is also part of what I'm doing right now, because a new event just came out where you can get basically the premium currency for the game as one of the rewards, among other things.
トライアル&エラーが必須集中モード
Since there's not actually anything that you do, like, skill-wise in the actual matches themselves, it's 100% about how much preparation you've done.
いきます
Plus a randomizer.
Do you think you would be interested in the game if you didn't know the Amin show?
I actually played the game before watching the anime. I think? Could be wrong.
疲労感知体力低下
I mean, it is sort of a playable anime, in a sense. Oh, 5th place! That's pretty rough. Aw, mood down too. This is kinda iffy.
何よりもまず努力が重要です実行し
I think I have to do this.
What is your top 3 games of all time?
Top 3 games of all time. Oh, that's very difficult. For going by hours played, it would probably be World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XI, and Ragnarok Online. But MMOs kind of have an advantage in that category. I'm really, really big on the old school Genesis Sonic games. I guess probably one of my top favorites would be Sonic and Knuckles, locked on with Sonic 3. Also known as Sonic 3 and Knuckles these days.
Oh, cool.
Final Fantasy VII would probably also be one of my top titles.
Do you stream retro games as well?
I do, yeah. More often I stream like the recent remakes of retro games, or re-releases of them. But I have been prepping to do more like actual retro games too. I picked up like a converter so that I can finally, hypothetically, capture the output from my old console, at least one of them. Just as a starting point. I also do a lot of indie games on the channel. Play a lot of, like, management sims and stuff like that. Often with kind of a retro pixel art style, but not always. Interesting.
What is the attraction of a good management sim?
Well, I think one aspect is getting to watch whatever it is that you're managing kind of grow and flourish.
I hope you don't mind me asking so many questions.
Oh, not at all. I have a bad habit of not talking much while I'm streaming, so having someone ask me questions is great for that. I do apologize if I'm not always able to give the best answers. I do lock up sometimes when I'm trying to process them, but I definitely don't mind being asked questions. Let's see. Where are we on the agenda here? Also, a good management sim, it's very satisfying to utilize your resources well. Okay, those are both goal races. That's a goal race. Probably want to add that in.
I'm so sorry, what?
Oh, I was saying, that one of the other aspects that makes a management sim satisfying or fun is, being able to utilize your resources well in a way that, it's hard to describe. There's a satisfaction in knowing that you've, distributed your resources optimally. Simply recreation here. And to some degree this game is a management sim too, which also has that type of appeal for me. Because we're managing our energy resource, we're managing our turn economy. We're making sure that we don't get, like, negative statuses and all kinds of things like that. Oh wow, not a lot of great options for this turn. Probably my best bet is to just get some friendship here.
皆さん
一緒に頑張ろ
トレーニングによる調整注目の一番人気1着達成いたしました
For this game, it also doesn't hurt at all that all the girls are pretty much very cute, and they all have their own interesting quirks and personalities. Everything is better with cute anime girls.
内側から謎のエネルギーの増大を確認思考中調整は万全
How true.
ここは負けられない速度の最適化に成功完璧な調理完了
Could you introduce two cute girls and their special features point out?
Oh, like, from this game?
1時間後の
Probably should have read those options better.
Yes, PLZ.
Sure, I'll have to drop out of career mode for a second.
赤い衣装の早秀はサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると
トレーニング
So, to that effect, Rice Shower is one of my favorites. Let's see, I'm not sure if there's a way I can get, like, a full view of her.
You may introduce any other cute girl. I would not complain, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way I can get, like, a full screen of her. Oh, actually, I think I have her set. There we go. There's Rice Shower. Still some stuff blocking the view, I guess, but, so, I really like her kind of gothic outfit. I think it's very cute, and she has this whole association with, like, purity and, like, love and marriage, but at the same time, she's a complete failure, and constantly, like, terrified of the bad luck that follows her everywhere, and how that will impact everybody else. I think her outfit is super cute, and she's just very charming and endearing.
サンタさんとトナカイとは一度競って
This is the summer version of Marzensky, and she's kind of being censored here a little bit, but this is one of the more scantily clad Umas in the game, and I'm sure that'll appeal to a lot of folks. She's also a race car driver, if you're into the racing queen crowd.
この衣装
う。ねえねえ、面白いレースあるかな。
The wedding version here of Ayano Top Gun was one of the very first Umas I pulled, so little bit, like, her and Rice Shower were, like, two of the very first ones. So they get some kind of bonus points for me there, as just sort of, you know, attachment level. But again, very cute. She's kind of, in a lot of ways, the opposite of Rice Shower, because she's very, like, spunky, happy-go-lucky, self-confident. Also very, very aggressive at wanting to date the trainer.
サンタさんとトナカイとは一度
Ogre, you might remember from the
早いな
more recent anime as the main character. Definitely, like, the ultimate big eater Uma.
トレーニングする
Fuji Kiseki, great outfit. Wonderful outfit design on her. And Gold Ship is a lot of fun just because she's such like a random chaotic character that just like trolls everybody else. I believe she made a number of appearances in the first season of the anime. And of course, everybody loves Haru. She is unfortunately got one of the worst careers in the game, but she's just so relentlessly optimistic, despite everything that's against her, that it's incredibly endearing. It's hard not to love Haru. There's definitely some other good ones. Agnes Digital, for instance, is very, very relatable. She's like the total Uma simp who just like runs around chasing all the other girls. But I do not have access to her.
Myself. Hee hee.
Since King Halo was mentioned, that is this Uma right here. So you're into more the, like, haughty type, I suppose.
Go Haru, go.
Yeah, Haru's great. A lot of people consider Haru best girl. One of my friends, like, exclusively plays the game with the goal of actually fully beating Haru's career so that Haru does not cry.
カレンちゃんのウィニングライブ用の放送ってどんな感じ？
頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。
I do enjoy the haughty and the bratty Umas in GL.
私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。
ステータス向上には栄養補給のためお菓子を持参しました。甘味が必要であればお申し付けを。
That'll put me at 3 races. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow, I don't have a ton of good options this turn either. I think this guts training might be my best bet.
開始します。1時間後。
Okay, for this one I definitely go with the speed because there's only 3 turns till Unity Cup. One of them is going to be a race, and I definitely need to improve my Unity standing here. We're gonna eat a bunch of chocolate and risk a slow metabolism. Oh, 5th place, rough. Yeah, I'm having problems with this run. I'm not sure what's going on here. Mihono Bourbon, by the way, her deal is, like, everyone views her as being a cyborg, and she's constantly trying to prove that she's not a cyborg. I feel like my stats are kind of behind on this run. Not really, though. Should not be having this much trouble with these races. Alright, we're gonna go for another blue bubble here.
がりは完璧と判断。レースの起動。目標完成。ステータス。
Alright, that's pretty decent training.
張り切っていこ
Do you think the show would be ruined if there were male Umas as well?
Probably, to be honest. I think it would immediately become a very different kind of show. And I think the fact that there are no male Umas is honestly in itself kind of one of the driving factors for the lore.
いかなる困難も目標をステータス。
張り切っていこ
Oh, how come?
Because it sets up that kind of so how do you make more Umas paradox that requires a lot of sort of fan speculation because they refuse to actually answer it.
Oh no.
いきます。
Though one of the game mechanics is inheriting your sparks from two different Umas. And of course they're both female Umas. And if you know how the characters are designed, yeah, if you know how the characters are designed, all of these are based off of real resources, and they pull from both male and female resources, and depending on if the Uma that they, depending on whether the horse that they pulled from was male or female, the Umas get certain characteristics on them consistently to represent that. So, for instance, all the Umas who pull from a male resource have shorts.
1時間後の
張り切っていこ
疲労感。
う一緒に頑張ろう
はい。疲労感知。出力低下の可能。調整は万全。
Oh no, a long race? I'm not prepared.
注目の一番
I do not have the stamina for that.
人気リホナブルボン
2着。記録完了。調整モードに移行します。
The lore of it is actually intriguing.
I know, right? So, like I said, I think if there were male Umas, it would defeat a lot of that. And take away from this kind of cute, sort of tongue-in-cheek thing that they've set up where you're just supposed to kind of guess and theorize.
合体技の練習だ
調 ここは負けられない。速度の最適化に成功。完璧な調理完了です。ひらめきはと。
さあ達也に時間をあげるわ。
Could you guess if most of the fans are guys or girls?
I would say Umamusume has a largely male following, but it does have a very strong female following as well. The horse aspect, I feel like, has a very strong female appeal.
疲労感知出力低下の可能性があります。調整は万歳。
And the outfits are cute without being, like, explicitly
Is there any
lewd, which
Uma
also
that you think
helps.
is underrated from a competitive standpoint?
And Uma, I think, is underrated competitively. That's... I mean, the ratings
Why girls
vary
like horses?
wildly. Great question. I do not have an answer for that one. It's just a thing. But when it comes to... I mean, I'm not really one of the people who goes out and, like, rates the Umas. I usually rely on other sources for that. But I will say, and also, like, what Umas are rated what varies wildly depending on... Like, are we talking about team trials? Are we talking about a specific CM? Because every CM has different requirements and different Umas who are good for it. Like, normally, Haru would never be recommended for a CM, but the next one we're going to have is a Dirt CM, and if you don't have anyone else who can run Dirt, you basically have to run Haru. But what I can comment on is the team that I was using for the previous CM, because... Hang on a second. Sure if I can pull this out or... So my team included Air Groove as a late surger, and it was expected that, like, the best team composition you could have was to be 3 pace chasers. But for my team at least, my Air Groove late surger ended up being my top performing Uma, and was the one who actually got me the victory in the final round. She had, like, 30, I think, oh no, over 20%, maybe even around 30% win rate, whereas the others were sitting at, like, 12 to 15% win rate by the end of the event. If I'm remembering right. Let me double check that. So I actually took a screenshot of the stats somewhere, I think. I mean, I know I did. I guess I'm not sure if I actually posted it anywhere, though. Oh no, my bad. My Fuji Kiseki had a 19.7% win rate, My Air Groove had a 16.4%, and my Sakura Bakushin had a 13.1%. So ultimately, she was like my mid-tier Uma, which is, still better than expected. And she did get me the win, so I would say that she was maybe a little bit underrated for that CM. Although, in fairness, I probably would not have run her if I had access to a Uma that I could slot in better.
1時間後に
Okay, so the thing is, I know at the end of this turn, I'm almost definitely going to get 20 energy for free. So I want to do something that spends energy, because I'm almost full. So I think I do this power training, even though it's not very good. Hey, we got the hot springs ticket! Look at that! On our very first run with this character.
Speak of the devil.
I know, right? Literally doesn't matter which thing I pick here, I'm just gonna get 5 speed out of it. Interesting, so there is sort of a, yeah, there is actually a special Valentine's event for her.
申し訳ございません はい
That's a nice touch. I like it.
Operation 開始 マスター ありがとうございます はい
Affirmative.
理解しました
Well, I did have her eat all that chocolate earlier.
了解しましたお疲れ様です
After you ate a whole bunch of truffles, now it's time to have some cake.
了解しました その
Fun fact, a friend of mine actually gave me a homemade chocolate using the same type of like chocolate that the girls in all these anime use to make a kitty shaped chocolate. I was very flattered. Exactly.
Hi. なるほど。理解しました。感謝いたします。栄養補給のため1時間後のステータスやや空腹と予測。
So incidentally, one of the things that makes Valentine's Bourbon so powerful is her special skill here. It gives her not only a huge boost of speed, but also a recovery. And it's strong enough, even as a inherited skill, that she's a useful parent to inherit from.
That sounds pretty up.
I know, right? And unlike Summer Marzensky and Christmas Ogre, it doesn't require her to have any other skill procs in order to activate. It's just built-in skill that activates when it activates. The only thing you really have to do is be in the front 4 Umas, which shouldn't be very hard as a front runner. Unless you're up against, like, I don't know, 3 silent Suzukas that all have runaway?
調整は万全。
Oh, it's another long race. Oh, 3,200. Oh yeah, I'm probably toast
トレ
here.
ーニングによる
I might actually need to buy a skill just to have a shot at this.
「仕上がりは」注目の一打。プロセスを遂行中。次こそ一着を。
Well, that was good enough to pass the event, I suppose. I feel like, as far as this initial test goes, her career is not one that lends itself very well to, like, sprint or mile, builds. Because of the fact that she has a couple of these long races in there that really push her into having a lot more stamina than you want to build for that racing type.
疲労。体力低下を確認。問題形まだ。
Bad luck on that race.
皆さんへの
張り切っていこ
疲労。体力低下を確認。 ステータス向上に。
う張り切っていこ
調整は万全。
Oh, punching above my weight here. There's a good chance I'll lose this. Yep.
検証が必要です。起動開始しています。全機能オールグリーン。いかなる困難も。
Oh, I just don't have a lot of great options here.
いきます。
う張り切っていこ
起動か。
う合体技の練習だ
起動。
張り切っていこ
お疲れ様です。体力低下。疲労感知。出力低下の。おはようございます。
Wow, that's the first time I got a standard rest. Interesting.
う一緒に頑張ろう
そ 行します。ステータス
さあカジュアルに時間をあげるわ。
疲労体力低下を確認。調整は万
注目の一番人気
速度の最適化に成功。完璧な調理完了です。ステータス向上。トレーニングによる調整。
注目の一番
速度の最適化に成功。完璧な調理完了です。
Unfortunately, I'm not sure it's possible to hit my, power goal here.
調整は万全。
I'm probably gonna lose this one too.
今
Yep.
検証が必要です。全機能
さあカジュアルに時間をあげるわ。
調整は万全。
Alright, that was a very helpful training. Still not sure if I'll get there, but helpful.
注目の一番人気8番
速度の最適化に成功。完璧な調理完了です。装飾具の皆さんへの親愛があればこそ手は仕上がりは完璧と。
注目の一番人
速度の最適化に成功。完璧な調理完了です。ステータス
Yeah, I don't think medically possible. I mean, I'll do everything I can just to try, but
仕上がりは完璧と判断。
yeah, I don't think I can get 50 off this, especially with
6番
the couple things that I failed earlier. I'm gonna lose out on some bonus stats at the end here.
完了です。
Alright, I probably shouldn't skip through the entire hot spring sequence for everybody. Entering relaxation mode. And that's all it is.
Mihono should be careful in the hot springs or she might short circuit.
Well, she's, you know, trying to prove as usual that she's not a cyborg, right?
いえ
She invested in all that good waterproofing for a reason.
Master. はい
Aww. I've reached the good ending for 26 trainees. Conversation with her father, who never appears on screen. Oh well, our spark landed on wit anyway. Steamy solidarity.
マスターとの出会いは重要。17時までのノルマ。マスターとの出会いは0。達成。確認を忘れずにな。またカフェ巡りをしたいな。トレセン学園への敬意を。
おめでとうございます。
最高のイベントミッションはこちらです。多岐にわたるため緻密なプランニングを推奨します。最高の友チョコ。
一丁やりますか。マジ？一丁よっしゃー。一丁やりマジ？
結果は残念でしたが、
私強くね？いける。ついでにネイルしたげんね。
プレゼントがあるようだ。食べ物だろうか。腐らせてはダメだ。早く開けようトレーナー。
みんな楽しいレースをしましょう。
一致団結していこう。
And that's the typical day-to-day PvP. You can actually watch the individual races if you really want, but generally people just speed right through these because it's not an important enough event, and it's something you have to do so many times that it would just take all day to watch all the individual races.
今度こそ勝ちましょう。
レース中ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じる。星の装飾いいだろ。
Something I wanted to check in the shop earlier, and I don't remember what it was now. I think it was how many crystal shards I have. Okay, I've got 19, so I should have one ready to go by the time I finish this event. And 23 of these.
タマの家はクリスマスのたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋し。
ねえねえトレーナー。
キャンドルは快眠効果があるらしい。だが気をつけろ。
あら、今日はどんなご用ですか？
Aha! You do have the ability to go back and watch the hot spring events if you want. So yeah, I guess you can kind of collect those, so to speak.
Santa さんのトナカイとは一度競ってみたいな。さぞ早いんだろう。
Alright, I'm gonna take maybe a 10 or 15 minute break, and then I will probably switch games.
ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。この季節は星がよく見える。
Tilda 10-15 minute break.
そんな輝きを私も残したいな。レース中、ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。赤い衣装の早秀はサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると特に。この衣装はいつも寝る前にきれいに畳んで枕元に置いている。いつかサンタさんに見てもらいたくてな。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。サンタさんのトナカイとは一度競ってみたいな。さぞ早いんだろう。頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。イベントをやっているようだ。参加できるのならばしてみてはどうだろうか。この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでクリークが悩んでいてな。何か力になれないものだろうか。私より早いウマ娘たちがまだまだいると思うと胸が高鳴るな。サンタさんのトナカイとは一度競ってみたいな。さぞ早いんだろう。イベントをやっているようだ。参加できるのならばしてみてはどうだろうか。星の装飾いいだろ。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。 今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでクリークが悩んでいてな。何か力になれないものだろうか。サンタさんのトナカイとは一度競ってみたいな。さぞ早いんだろう。私より早い馬娘たちがまだまだいると思うと胸が高鳴るな。星の装飾いいだろう。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。レース中ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。この衣装はいつも寝る前にきれいに畳んで枕元に置いている。いつかサンタさんに見てもらいたくてな。赤い衣装の早秀はサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると特に。レース中ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでクリークが悩んでいてな。何か力になれないものだろうか。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。またカフェ巡りをしたいな。ふわふわのパンケーキ、あれは美味しかった。星の装飾いいだろう。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。レース中ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。 季節は星がよく見える。一度見たら目に焼き付くような、そんな輝きを私も残したいな。またカフェ巡りをしたいな。ふわふわのパンケーキ、あれは美味しかった。頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。星の装飾、いいだろ。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。私より早い馬娘たちがまだまだいると思うと胸が高鳴るな。この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでフリークが悩んでいてな。何か力になれないものだろうか。キャンドルは快眠効果があるらしい。だが気をつけろ。近づきすぎると赤鼻のトナカイになってしまうぞ。この衣装はいつも寝る前にきれいに畳んで枕元に置いている。いつかサンタさんに見てもらいたくてな。またカフェ巡りをしたいな。ふわふわのパンケーキ、あれは美味しかった。赤い衣装の早ひれはサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると特に。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。星の装飾、いいだろ。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。またカフェ巡りをしたいな。ふわふわのパンケーキ、あれは美味しかった。イベントをやっているようだ。参加できるのならばしてみてはどうだろうか。レース中ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。 赤い衣装の早秀はサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると特に。この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでフリークが悩んでいてな。何か力になれないものだろうか。頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。レース中ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。イベントをやっているようだ。参加できるのならばしてみてはどうだろうか。この衣装はいつも寝る前にきれいに畳んで枕元に置いている。いつかサンタさんに見てもらいたくてな。キャンドルは海面効果があるらしい。だが気をつけろ。近づきすぎると赤鼻のトナカイになってしまうぞ。この衣装をどう洗うべきか、それでフリークが悩んでいてな。何か力になれないものだろうか。赤い衣装の早秀はサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると特に。この衣装はいつも寝る前にきれいに畳んで枕元に置いている。いつかサンタさんに見てもらいたくてな。またカフェ巡りをしたいな。ふわふわのパンケーキ、あれは美味しかった。タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。私より早いウマ娘たちがまだまだいると思うと胸が高鳴るな。赤い衣装の早秀はサンタさんにそっくりだな。後ろから見ると特に。星の装飾いいだろ。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。 タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼きパーティーをするらしい。今度のクリスマスはタマの部屋集合だ。頭のベルをタマがすごく気に入ってくれてな。ベルが鳴るおかげで私を見失わなくて助かるそうだ。キャンドルは快眠効果があるらしい。だが気をつけろ。近づきすぎると赤鼻のトナカイになってしまうぞ。この季節は星がよく見える。一度見たら目に焼き付くような、そんな輝きを私も残したいな。レース中、ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。イベントをやっているようだ。参加できるのならばしてみてはどうだろうか。この衣装はいつも寝る前にきれいに畳んで枕元に置いている。いつかサンタさんに見てもらいたくてな。星の装飾いいだろう。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。この季節は星がよく見える。一度見たら目に焼き付くような、そんな輝きを私も残したいな。レース中、ふとトレーナーも一緒に走っていると感じることがある。とても心強い感覚だ。私より速い馬娘たちがまだまだいると思うと胸が高鳴るな。星の装飾いいだろう。見ているとこの輝きに勝る活躍をしなければと勇気が湧くんだ。
And we're back. We're going to be playing some MTG Arena. We're going to be doing a draft that I already have in progress, as I recall. Just doing some of the new Lorwyn Eclipsed. We are running a red-white deck, apparently. I honestly don't remember what I drafted. I think I'd only played one game so far, and... Oh no, 2 games. 1 win, 1 loss. Okay. I've also got a bunch of packs to open, so I guess we might as well do that first. This would be a great pull if I were, playing physical magic. Just because you can never have too many, shock lands. Especially in a color I play a lot. Technically, like, the best thing you can possibly pull, because it gets you any mythic. This thing is so evil and limited. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. It's a very weird, awkward deck I drafted, because it's not really a supported archetype. Oh no! Well, that's terrifying. Really want to get rid of this. It's giving them so much value. So sorry about that, everybody. My stream just straight up crashed on me. Not the stream, but my whole PC just froze. This game still doesn't seem to be... Okay, they're deciding. I missed a whole turn too, so if I had any chance at this, it's pretty much gone. Especially because they did remove my one decent creature. There's the Alpha Strike. Alright. What do we do here? Jump block there. Kill that. Kill that. Yep, that tracks. Alright, I'm actually gonna go ahead and end stream here anyway, because I'm getting a phone call. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hope to see you all again next time, probably a little bit later. Bye, Timmy!